For the last 50 years, the search for a malaria vaccine has been a long series of frustrations, aborted clinical trials, and repeated disappointments. And yet the researchers have never given up on finding the Holy Grail. For the front-running RTS S team, they must today administer a booster dose of the vaccine 18 months after the first injection. Over 100 people are mobilized. The logistics of this are impressive, worthy of a military campaign. The project's vehicles go searching for the mothers and their babies in the villages to drive them to the clinical research unit. At Burkina Faso, exactly 1,281 children were selected to participate in the trials. Their parents had to sign a document stating informed consent.
Before enrolling the women and their children, we must have their consent. And consent consists of explaining to these women the ins and outs of the study. So we made videos in the national language, taking into consideration that these women are illiterate.
Like in the other 10 clinical trial centers of RTS S in Africa, the children are divided into two groups. To the young children, the vaccine has been administered on its own. To the infants, who were between the ages of 6 and 12 weeks at the time of the first injection, it is co-administered with vaccines of the expanded program on immunization. The pediatric vaccines recommended by WHO, the World Health Organization.
Obviously, one of the goals is to have a vaccine that is also compatible with the vaccines that are routinely given to the children in Africa and in the endemic regions, diphtheria, tetanus, polio, etc. Okay? To be able to implement the vaccine by the same channel, if you like, by the same path as the vaccines of the World Health Organization's expanded program on immunization.
In fact, it's a minimum package of vaccinations that must be given to a child from its birth up until a certain age. The package consists of several vaccines, and as they are mandatory and already implemented in these countries, we believe that if we use the same program, we can reach the maximum number of children.
Are you impatient?
Of course, of course, of course. We're impatient. What else would you like me to say?
In Geneva, the World Health Organization has adopted a roadmap. Its goal, the registration before 2015 of a first-generation vaccine with a 50% efficacy against severe malaria and lasting more than a year. A group of experts is in charge of following the RTS S trials.
So at the moment, we don't know how long that protection is going to last. We don't know if it applies in all settings equally. We also don't have the full safety information yet, so we do not have all of the information really to make the public health decisions about these first-generation malaria vaccines. We'll need to wait and see and look at those results. I don't think it's helpful to speculate at this point.